We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. And he returns this to the 22. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They go play action now. Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to hit his target, Lamb. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Prescott from the gun on third. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. 29 yards. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Again, it's Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the
touchdown! K.J. Hamler from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with a 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll find Lamb. And he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll throw again. Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Let's go now, let's go. It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Let's focus in on what we gotta do here. Be perfect. That's smart, baby. Playmakers, step up right now. You know what we need, baby.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Off the draw, here's Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And coming out now, the Broncos. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Let's go. Let's go. They can't read them straight up, baby. That's how we eat.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Prescott on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On play action, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll take it inside the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 24, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
We gotta be big time now. Do your thing. Let's do this, man. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate. This is where you step up. Right here, baby. Come on, baby. Play it to the whistle. Let's go. Let's go right here. It's one play at a time. It's showtime, baby. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock. Let's rock, baby.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I got you, baby.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right, and he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. And that's complete to Cooks. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
What's the deal, y'all? Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the house. This is where you step home, right here, baby. What's up, baby? What's up? Playmaker, step up right now. Let's go to work. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. We gotta be big time now. Let's ride out. Let's ride out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. He's got room at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Williams. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here we go with Williams. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Prescott to throw it. And Cooks has it over the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run left with Pollard. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Second and 11. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.